Ladies and gentlemen, when Donald Trump took office, he was supposed to make America great again. We all heard that slogan over and over and over. Well, this article came out in Slate December 19th, 2018. Republican leadership is slowly backing away from Trump. What? What? Wait a minute. I thought Trump was the cat's meow. Oh, I'm sorry, Loretta. My bad. Okay, let's get into this story. The wall began just a slogan. The wall, the wall. And he's still screaming about that damn wall and threatening to shut down the government and all that nonsense. By the end of 2016 presidential campaign, it was Donald Trump's signature promise, a metaphor for his entire domestic agenda, as well as an actionable item in its own right. And you know what? It's 2 years into his administration, y'all. There's still no wall. And remember, he was going to cure the opioid plague that's going on. There's no cure. Democrats, invigorated by their midterm victories and confident of their political position, refused to authorize funding for Trump's priority. And Republicans, demoralized by their defeat, are indifferent, doing little to advance his agenda. A stronger president might have leverage to wield over his allies or his opponents, but a floundering Trump has only one option available: the self-destructive threat of a government shutdown. Now, that's amazing. They are talking about shutting the government down over a damn wall. You know, no defense, but there are so many more important things going on in this country than a wall, especially one that's not going to stop anybody from crossing that border. You know, you're putting a wall up and acting as if that's the only way into America. Come on. There are many, many ways into this country. They don't have to really use that wall at all. Oh, wow. The spectacle of Trump holding himself hostage to achieve one of his goals is a darkly comic example of a vital but still underappreciated fact of American politics. The president and his administration are exceptionally weak. The assessment isn't just based on the results of the midterms. Donald Trump is diminishing status and influence in the Republican Party itself. This may be counterintuitive given Trump's continued high standing with Republican voters. According to the latest Gallup weekly average of 86% of self-identified Republicans approve of his job performance. Likewise, in a recent poll from NBC News and the Wall Street Journal, 57% of GOP voters say they identify as Trump supporters more than members of the Republican Party. At the same time, presidential strength is as much about the executive ability to work his will, to move people, personnel, and policy, as it is about performance in public opinion. Trump is popular with Republican voters, yes, but that's just one element among many. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Trump also lies about poll numbers. Now, he always tried to inflate it, especially among what he calls the blacks. And his poll numbers have never been high among us, but he has been out on Twitter several times talking about the unemployment being lower among blacks under his administration, which is not true. And his poll numbers are higher among Black people, going up among us, and that's not true either. You know, I don't think anybody has grown to like Trump as much as he's claiming. Considering just the past 2 months, not only did Trump lead his party to a historic midterm defeat, but his already chaotic White House devolved further with the firing of Attorney General Sessions, who's gone now, the impeding departure of White House Chief of Staff John Kelly, and the resignation of Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke, um, who, like several of his peers in the administration, is plagued by scandal and allegation of corruption. And he can't keep people. Usually the first few years, it's not quite as bad. Usually people will start leaving a lot after the whole first term is over or at the end of the second term. A lot of people will get up and leave. But people have not stopped leaving Trump's administration, and it has not gotten better all this time. It's like a revolving door of people coming and going. Trump has not been able to find a suitable high-profile replacement for Kelly. He wanted to get Mike Pence's chief of staff, Nick Ayers, but he doesn't want it. You know what? Trump is impossible to work for. I wouldn't take that job either. I guess I don't blame him when you start looking at the reality of what you'll have to face every day. Trump, Okay, so he rejected and publicly rejected the job with Nick Ayers, as it did possible candidates like former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. I can't see Chris Christie being chief of staff. He would make it worse. He's got a horrible mentality and a terrible temper. I can't see him making things better. I think if he went in with his temperament, he would actually make the situation worse. You can chalk this up as the reluctance to drive into the chaos of the Trump White House, but it also reflects real distance between Trump and the GOP establishment. A stronger, more capable president could rely on party ties and networks to find the right candidate if the need to refill a position arose. And that's very true. Why are no one on the inside recommending people? They love nepotism. I'm surprised that's not the case. Trump, by contrast, has been rejected by nearly everyone with ties to the institutional Republican Party. The relationship is strained. That strained relationship also help explain why at least one Republican hasn't dismissed the idea of a 2020 primary against Trump. I see nothing wrong with challengers. That is part of our democratic system, said Senator Susan Collins of Maine on CNN. It's healthy for our democracy. It's not that our primary is likely or that it would succeed. So, oh, wow. I mean, this is something, but I'm not surprised. How can you stay close with Trump with the things that he does? I don't think anybody can, you know, but I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised that people are distancing themselves from Trump, even on the Republican side. This man is toxic. He really is. And I haven't even touched on what his conduct is out on Twitter on a regular basis. That is shameful for a sitting president. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.